Rashmika had this beautiful makeup on her Instagram and I wanted to recreate it. So let's get started with today's video. Starting off for primer, I'm using the K-Beauty Silk Primer and I'm going to be applying this all over the face. The texture is silk-like and feels stunning on the skin. And next I'm going in with the Nude Sticks Lip Balm just to hydrate the lips. Now for the under eyes and hyperpigmentation, I'm using the Huda Beauty Corrector in the shade Peach. And with a dense brush, I'm going to be blending that out. I like using a tapered brush because it gets into the nitty-gritties of the under eye. And you can see how beautifully that has neutralized any darkness. For concealer, I'm using the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Concealer in the shade Warm Peach. I'm applying this on all the darkness that needs to be mitigated. And now with the same brush, which I honestly do not mind because it blends out better, I'm going to be blending out the concealer onto the corrector. This is a beautiful concealer and I've worn it for hours as well, so I can really say that this lasts a very long time. You would have seen me at the Pixie event wearing this. And that's all done. So now let's focus on the eyebrows and the eyes. For the eyebrows, I'm using the Maybelline Express Brow Pencil in the shade Dark Brown. I'm going to be applying it from the outer parts of the brow and then blending that inwards. To do that, I'm using the brush that it has. This pencil is so easy to use, it's pigmented, but it blends out so easily and it stays on for a very long time too. And to set the brows in place, I'm using the Rare Beauty Clear Brow Gel. I start applying it from the outer parts of the brow and then bring it inwards. Otherwise, the brows could look a bit too harsh. For eye primer, I'm using the one by Home Beauty. This is the latest edition and I'm using this because it makes a smoky eye so simple. You'll see why. This is a tinted one in the shade Coca and I applied it at the back of my hand with a brush and then put it on the lid. But here I'm even applying it directly, so it's very versatile. I'm even applying that to the bottom lash line. Now I'm using this latest release by Home Beauty. It's a stunning eyeshadow palette and it's got the exact warmth that I need. And with that warm shade, I'm going to be applying this all over the lid. You basically want this shade to melt into your skin tone. And now using a more precise brush, I'm applying that to the bottom lash line. Now with the Victoria Beckham Kajal pencil in black, I'm going to be lining the upper lash line. You can use any kajal that you have, just make sure it's long lasting. And now with a smudge brush, I'm blending that out. I'm applying it in small layers so that I have more control, but I can also build it up as much as I like. So if you like your eyes to look really dark and beautiful, you can do that with this pencil or any kajal pencil for that matter. Now let's go ahead and apply that on the bottom lash line, but not on the waterline. This just makes blending out and smudging a lot more easier. And you need to stop it halfway through the bottom lash line. Don't forget that corner of the eye because it can really make or break the look. So make sure you're connecting the upper lash line with the bottom one. And you can see how the eyes are coming through slowly. Now with the dark brown, I'm going to be blending that black into the previous eyeshadow. This just makes it more blendable and more seamless. And you'll never have those harsh black lines either. Now take the old brush that we use and blend that on the lid. With a precise brush and the same dark brown shade, apply that to the bottom lash line. If you're enjoying this video so far, please do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel too. Now take your kajal and apply that on the waterline. This will really define your eyes. Now take your eyelash curler and curl those lashes. I'm using the Maybelline Sky High mascara, removing off the excess and just applying them beautifully on the lashes. You can build up this mascara, as this one that I have in Australia is not waterproof. I personally haven't tried the waterproof one, so I wouldn't know. I can see that most of you are not subscribed to my channel, but you're enjoying my content, so please make sure you're hitting the subscribe button. Comb through the lashes so that it gives you that beautiful lift. And that's the eyes done. Did you see how easy it was? But now let's get on to the face. Can you see the stunning, beautiful face makeup that Rashmika had on? Now we need to match all these together. But first I'm going to be using the foundation from Maybelline. I'm using the dense brush to pack it onto the face. You can build up the coverage with this one as well. Blend that onto the neck for that seamless finish. I love this product. Now for bronzer, I'm going to be using the Kosas bronzer, and I'm going to be packing this evenly on my brush and applying it where the sun would naturally touch the skin. As the cheekbones, a bit on the forehead as well. The bronzer is basically bringing back the warmth that the foundation took away. Now I'm using this lip and cheek crayon by Color Chemistry from India, and I'm going to be applying this on the cheekbones. This shade is Honey. You can see I'm using a bit of my fingers or the brush to blend it out. And now for highlighter, I'm going in with the Rare Beauty in the shade Flaunt and applying that on the cheekbone. Look at that beautiful natural glow it has given. I like to apply some on the nose and even on the bridge of the nose. It gives that beautiful glow, but it looks natural. And for more precision, I'm taking a smaller brush with the highlighter and applying this just on the brow bone. To set the face, I'm using the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder in the shade Banana Bread and removing any creases before setting it with powder. Press the product into the skin. Also remove any creasing on the smile lines and then set it with powder. If you're enjoying this video so far, please do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel too. Apply that to the forehead as well to get a blurred out finish. For setting spray, I'm using the one by Pat McGrath and I'm applying that on the face and then using my brush and pressing it in. I'm doing this step before lips. I'm using the same Color Chemistry lip crayon and applying that on the lips. This just makes the makeup more warm and cohesive. And for that blurred out finish, I'm just blending it with a brush. For gloss, I'm going with the Home Beauty and applying that to the center of the lips. And there you go guys, this is the full tutorial of Rashmika Mandanna's interpretation of her makeup. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching guys. Have a good one. Bye bye.